going to miss this old place. I farted. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome back to the Journeyman. Today's episode is going to be a job hunt. We might not end with a job. We might be stuck here forever. Who knows? But I've only went on a few days waiting for the first sort of decent jobs because you never quite know what's going to happen. So we're just going to apply for a couple of pretty high-level jobs and see if they basically laugh at us. And we have applied for the first three big jobs that have become available. We've got Besiktas in Turkey, Frankfurt in the Bundesliga, and Lazio in Serie A. Frankfurt aren't doing great. It would be a challenge, right? They're expected to come like mid-table-y, so they're doing really terribly. The mighty Lazio, they're sitting 14th. Go for some more Lazio action. And finally, we've got Besiktas, who are currently sitting 9th in Turkey, which is pretty poor start for them. So, don't know what's going to happen. We might get laughed away. I'm hoping for at least job interviews. If we don't get any job interviews, we're gonna. I won't bore you with the European football when we get spanked a bit that we're already out of. Most likely. We're not favourite for any. I've not declared interest in any. I'm just going to test the waters. There's no other sort of decent jobs that have become available that I really like the look of. As far as insecure jobs, nothing really taking my fancy. Insecure. We've got Montpellier, we've got Genk, Vitesse Arnhem, and Portimonenses in Portugal. Never heard of. They've probably got a name that I've heard of that I don't know, but possibly. So we're going to see how we get on, see if we get some job interviews, because the job interviews are always so varied and fun. Right, we played against Young Boys. We did go 1-0 up. Herman the Not German scored, but then they got a couple of goals. It was a pretty even game all round, but that means what we knew was going to happen anyway was confirmed. But it means Young Boys might actually qualify, which is good for them. We have been offered the Lazio, interview. Now, memory serves me correctly, we went to Lazio in the Journeyman of, I was going to say 1979, in FM19 Journeyman. And we had a lovely time there. I remember some weird transfer rules. A non-EU player thing. Okay, let's see how they go. What random shit, like, oh, we always fall out with our players or some bollocks. Easy language to learn. Never managed in this country. I've got experience in various other countries. With your team currently defying expectations in the league, are you perhaps looking to take advantage by moving whilst your stock is high? I've done a great job here and feel the time is right to take my next step. It's an honest answer. Consider it standard. Considering the options. You've previously been embroiled. It happens once. And they're like, that's it now, forever question on a job interview. You have previously been embroiled in media controversies, citing your inability to command support of your players. That happened a long time ago. So much I don't even remember it. Our previous manager didn't enjoy the best of relationship with supporters. Are you confident? I've had a good business with supporters wherever I've been. The club has been underperforming for far too long. Are you the right... What sort of question is this? Who's going to say... No, probably not. Yes. I've got the ability and experience to make a difference. Iglitaire? His name's Iglitaire. Fucking loving that. We understand the importance of having the right backroom. Yeah, don't propose. Would you be willing to sign a number of youngsters with a potential to... Yes. That's my entire bag. That's how I play. Yes. Are there philosophies... Manager? Nah, don't do any philosophies. If hired, we would expect you to finish mid-table position. Do you think you could do even better than that? Well, they are 15th. No, I think mid-table. I'm not going to over. I'm going to go with the standard. Whatever they offer, I'll go with. Not too much loan. Look at the wage difference to what we're used to. Mid-table. 1.3 million. I've got 4 million at Helsingborg. What's the? Okay, it's realistic. Okay. So we've got 180 grand in wages. So we could maybe take off 80, depending on what we can sell and stuff in January transfer. And assuming we just don't sell anybody, we could adjust the budget, take off 80 grand. That will give us a bit more money to maybe bring in a player. I'm just going to go with the standard and see how we get on. I have no requests. Apparently the fans think that we're favourite for the Frankfurt job, which is good. Oh, by the way, as a little parting gift, right? As a little parting gift to Sweden and to Helsingborg, we have signed a new player, which I did ages ago. His name is Darko. His name is Darko Kujic. And he's an absolute beast. Funny enough, we signed him for Maribor when we scouted them because we were playing them. 150 grand. What a gift this is. If we go to another club and it's got money, I might just try and sign this kid. Like, he's really good. He's only 19 as well. Like, he's a signing and a half. Right, are we going to get any news about how well we did? Are the fans going to see us as favourite? Come on. I think we did well in the interview. I think we smashed it. We haven't been offered the interview at the other two places. I don't really have a favourite. I kind of fancy Besiktas. I don't think I've ever managed in Turkey. So that would be really interesting. I'm happy to spend another little spell at Lazio. And I've forgotten the other one. What was the other one? Brain fart. This is how long my game takes to load, by the way. You get to enjoy it. Another interview. Hang on. Besiktas. Frankfurt and Besiktas. Okay, yeah. We are not favourite. Kevin Van Dessel. Oh, if it was Van Diesel, I'll say give it to him. But it's Van Dessel. His name's Kevin. Claude Makaleli is favourite for the Besiktas job. Okay, right. Easy language. Yeah, country. Defying. I've done. Yeah, next step. Considering the options. Happened a long time ago. Taking this team to yes. I think I've got. Yep. Would you be working? Okay. Ali Nabi. More than happy. Backroom staff bollocks. Don't care. They're rich, boys. They're rich. They've got just a tiny bit of loan. They've just got a little bit of loan debt. Just probably is £10 a week repayments or something. It's just a small amount of loan. Nothing. It's only 3/4 of the value of the entire club. It's fine. It's Man United. UEFA, where are we? 9th. Let's just go with the standard. That's what I'm talking about, Besiktas. 17 million quid. Yes, that's fine. And 140 grand in wages. Okay. Nice. Okay. Guys, make us favourite for a job. That's what we want now. Following the interview, Loki is our favourite for this job. Claude Makaleli can fuck right off. What's he ever done in football? Apart from, invented a position. Apart from that. Oh, bless him. I'm sorry, Helsingborg, but I'm sorry, Magnusson. It's very generous, but we've done all that we can here. We've won the league a couple of times. We've set the club up. You've got loads of money in the bank, but it's time to move on. Right, I will come back to you with any news. We have been offered the Lazio job. We've also had an interview with Frankfurt. identical questions. Come on, Sports Interactive, just throw a few random questions. Have like all the sort of standard ones, and then have like 20 random questions that it randomly picks from. So add a couple of more, so it feels a bit different. Right. Frankfurt were offering us 4 million transfer budget. Now we need to take a closer look. It's a decent pay rise. So that's nice. Let's just look at this. Alexander Forsberg, young right back. Okay, yeah, go for it. How about it? Okay, so we need to check Lazio out in a bit more detail. Nonny use. There's a Nonny. Oh, I'm having flashbacks. Okay. Give us a look at your profile. Okay, finances. We've got, obviously, state-of-the-art, superb facilities. He's still there. Immobile. Okay. Their key players, Kuka, who's a very solid defensive midfielder. Okay. Hot prospect, Machichon. Oh, he's only 16. Okay. I was like, he's all right. 16, he's actually, yeah, he's good. Okay. They want mid-table. They're currently sitting 15th. 14 points from 14 games. Mid-table is, so we're only 4 points off where we need to be. The season preview suggested that we are a mid-table team. The only minor thing that puts me off is their finances are okay. And that can mean a lot of things in Football Manager. Obviously, they've got... Okay, so they play in Rome, their stadium. They play at the Olympico. They play 2.6 million per year plus 1% of all the gate receipts. Nice. Okay, I think we can stall them for a week because I want to see the other two, and then we're going to have more of a decision. So I think we stall this, see what happens with the other two, and then obviously have a quick, before we accept, we'll have a quick look to see if there's any other jobs available. There's a couple of interesting jobs. Couple in France, insecure finances, and two very struggling teams. So we've got, where are they? They're 14th, but they've got insecure finances. Montpellier are already 5 points adrift, game in hand, with secure finances. So none of those, I think we can go a little bit higher than that. Nice, what about Nice? They're secure, and they are 15th. Ajax is available. It's too easy, that. It's too easy, isn't it? I feel like Aston Villa's available, but we're not ready for England. I'd like to go to England like the last job, maybe, to retire. Sparta Prague. No, I think we're ready for big leagues. Right, let's have a quick look. Jesus, been a lot of sackings. Nothing too insecure. We've got Bordeaux, Dijon. Young boys. Hull. Dynamo Zagreb. Nothing's jumping out at me. Right, we're going to continue on and see if these two other teams offer us the job. I hope they do, and then we'll get to make a choice. Now it's getting interesting. Besiktas have offered me a 2-year deal. Only on slightly less money, but we've got £17 million to spend. I think this one interests me a little bit more. Not necessarily because they shit 16 million more pounds, but I've never managed in Turkey. Oh no, there's foreign things going on. I've got an English player. Hey, Max Lowe. 4.8 million quid. Okay, now, all right. This one interests me. They're rich. They've got a little bit of debt, as we saw before, right? Tiny bit of debt. Let's have a look at their key players. Not even got a face. That's how good he is. 10 million quid's worth of very good, like all-round player. I probably could play him in a shit ton of roles. Like, you can play him as a ball-winning midfielder. You can play him as a playmaker. Even box-to-box. Okay. Who's your hot prospect? Ozcan Yetkin. The names are going to be interesting. Looks like a good young centre-back. Superb facilities, superb youth facilities, rich, ambitious, professional. And they expect European football, didn't they? They said, which is top 5. Only 5 points off with the game in hand. It's doable. The names are going to be fun. Some of these names are going to be fun. Vic Lemons. Is that a sign? The mighty Lemon. Some of you will know the Lemon. Give us a little thumbs up in chat, in the comments, if you remember. Aaron Lemon. Okay, can't head the ball. But he's pretty good. This interests me. The other option, let's have a look. We haven't been offered the job, right? But it looks like it's going to be one of these 3 because nothing else is really interesting me. This one's interesting for a couple of reasons. Can we see the offer? Is it too much to ask to see the... Probably. They have 4 million to spend. Okay, so they're in between the... They've got a £59 million striker. Fucking hell. They've got a £59 million striker, right? And they're not doing very well. They're not doing very well at all. We could cash in on him and just go nuts. So I think Lazio's out. I think it's something we've done before, Lazio. Or I'm not against going to an older club, especially because it was a couple of years ago, like real life a couple of years ago. But it's Frankfurt or Besiktas. It would be fun to try and dominate those big teams. I can't believe that guy's worth 59 million. He's not that good. He's good. He's not 59 million pounds good. The Pascals. Another old school. That's not the same player, is it? It's not, is it? Because he was like a centre mid. We made him into a right back. No, because what year he'd be in? He's only 23. He's a regen. Okay, no. But we've got the Pascals. I don't know. To be fair, we haven't been offered the other job. We're in a perfect time zone because we're about to hit the January transfer window. I'm going to ask for a delay. It's between Frankfurt and that one. Besiktas, brain fart. So I want to see if they offer us the job, because then if they don't offer us the job, then it's decision made, which I'd quite like for it to be taken out of my hands. What's the negatives and positives of... They've gone and done it, and they've really gone and done it. Similar wages. Okay, we now have the decision. Okay. Pros and cons. Frankfurt. The pros are... I really enjoy managing Germany. I've only done it once with Dynamo Dresden, I think. I shouldn't ever say that because my memory's terrible. And they're in an interesting position. I don't see this as a negative. I quite like it when you've got a bit of a challenge. So I don't see that as a negative at all. They've got a player that's worth a shit ton of money that we could potentially cash in on. They've got a player called the Pascals, which is always good. Any other good names? Filippo Rivers is solid. No other great names. I'm like, hang on, Hodson, I know him. He's like, that's I was looking at. I do that every fucking time. There could be a good clear out opportunities here. They've got a 750k 18-year-old. Okay. They got what looks like a decent setup here. The cons of Germany and the team as a whole is we only got £4 million to spend. So if we can't sell that big money player to get more, we won't have a massive amount to work with in that regard. I have managed in Germany before. If we look at Besiktas, pros are I've never managed in Turkey. It's got the highest transfer budget. I can't remember the rest. They've all got obviously very good facilities. They've got £150 million in debt to pay off, which is not ideal, but those loans are usually like for 500 years. They've got Vic Lemons, which I like. All right. The names are interesting. I'm not sure if that's a negative or a positive yet. Let's have a look at they've got an under-21 squad as well as an under-19s, which is nice. They've got a kid here who's 20 years old that's in the reserves and is worth £2 million. How is he worth £2 million? All right. Musa Cock. I'm such a child. They've got a couple of what look like sort of semi-decent players here. Under 19s, Murat Onda. Meh. I have no idea about the rules in Turkey, so that's always interesting. He's this wonder kid. He was the sort of big... He looks like a solid centre-back. Oh, Freya, if you just guff one out. Fucking hell, it's eggy. That's chewy, that one. Right. Brian Brobbery. Brian, just notice that name. Jesus Christ. Brian Brobbery. Imperial. Alex Imperial. I can see why they loaned him in. Whoever was their previous manager. I like what you're thinking. Where's our value in our team? We've got a few 10 million quid worth players. It's not going away. It's lingering. You can weaponise that shit. Oh, so it looks like a pretty standard league. I'm not going to look at the rules because, where's the fun in that? But it looks like a pretty regular league setup. 18 teams, 34 games. Looks normal-ish. There is a foreign player rule, but it seems like you can have quite a lot. It's probably a sort of rule similar to the sort of Sweden where you have to have X amount of Turkish players, which is fine. I think I'm up for some Besiktas action. I think I'm up for some hot Besiktas action. Can I accept it? I like they've offered me the job and I'm not favourite. Do I have to wait or can I just say, all right, right, I think we're going to Besiktas. We're doing it. I've never done Turkey, so we're going there. Sorry, Frankfurt. Sorry, Freddie Bobic. Good name, but I'm walking away. We're definitely not doing Lazio. That was Frankfurt I just turned down, wasn't it? Oh, imagine if I just turned Besiktas down. No, that was Frankfurt. Definitely, maybe. Yeah. Okay, and we also, just for the new manager, I want to get out of this club as soon as possible, because we're in the middle of a transfer window here, and I want to give the new guy, who's going to have about £4 or £5 million to spend at Helsingborg, to go wild in the aisles, as they used to say on Supermarket Sweep. Because I'm full of topical jokes. Right, let's go on. Let's go and accept it. Oh no, I'm going to have to play the bloody Stuttgart game, aren't I? I could get my assistant to do it. Oh God. Should I get my assistant to do it? He looks like he's just woken up. He looks like he's had some good dank stuff, that's for sure. Is there no way to accept the contract? I'd really like to not have to play games. Contract offer. No. Promises, relationships. I don't think there is any way of doing this, is there? There probably is, and I'm just being a fuckwit, but imagine if there was a big job available. Oh, that would be horrible. I don't want another available job. Don't think we can. No. Okay, we'll skip back after the Stuttgart game. Here we are. I think the Helsingborg are trying to get me to stay with it. They offered me the new contract, which we turned down. Now they've just announced plans to build a new stadium to accommodate all the people and stuff. So we don't know the size of it. It doesn't matter. We are taking the Besiktas job. Will they give me 20 grand? That's the question. Okay. 19.5. Okay, you said we were so close. You know what close is? 19. 19, it's a decent pay rise, 2-year deal, which is kind of more of a 1.5-year deal. £17 million to spend. Wait for the screen to change colour. Boom! There we go. 49-year-old Doki will take charge with immediate effect and wants to get off to a good start with a positive result against, oh fuck's sake, Sanjurspor. He replaces previous managers Norman. Okay. 8 years of experience with the likes of Helsingborgs. I just following Dnipro. Doki was subject to considerable criticism at Dnipro following a humiliating Kubok Ukrainian exit at the hands of Balkany Zoria. And they will now be hoping for a better of all the things you could have talked about. The cup wins, the back-to-back league wins, the promotions. And you went, oh, we got knocked out of a cup. Come on, game. Come on, game. Skip that shit. Right. Transfer obligations. Just loanees, okay. Unhappy players. Jose Arnaz. What's wrong with you, mate? Not enough game time, is it? We'll soon fix that. Okay. Choose captain. Marcus Custer. Vic Lemons. Vic Lemons? Is he going to be here long? A shame he's not local. If he was a Turk, I would. If he was Turkish, I would have made him. You know, got to make the big decisions. He's the goalkeeper. He seems to be. He's definitely first choice. Never a bad thing, but he's Austrian. I'm giving it to Vic Lemons. I'm going to build a team around Vic Lemons. You've got to make these big decisions, boys. You can't just go with the flow. We'll make the goalkeeper. I'm not even going to warn him. I'm the new manager. Shit changes. Deal with it. Let me just hit continue once. We'll have a quick check out of the old stuff. Meet the players. Hello. And then Europa League. Lovely. Easy. Okay. Ignore all that shit. Finances. £31 million in the bank. That's solid. £17 million to spend. 150 grand on wages. Projection. Good. Projection is we're making a profit. What sort of wizardry is this? Let's have a look at our debt and loan. Oh, hello. £1.5 million a month for the next. What's that? 7 years, 5 years. That's quite a chunky one to get rid of, though. That's not too bad. And that one's for 19 more years. Okay. At least we're not doing any interest, which is good. Let's have a look. There we are. I like the away kit. Let's have a look. Okay, we're not going to go too in detail right now. Should we have a look at the rules? Because I need to know the foreign rule thing. Okay, of the Sport Toto Superliga. All right. Yeah, normal league. 3 points for a win. Good stuff. No more than... Okay, the match squad. So that's first starting 11 plus subs. No more than 12 foreign players. Must have at least one domestic goalkeeper. We have to remember that. Okay. And on the match squad. Oh, that means I have to have a goalkeeper on the bench. Unless I've got a Turkish goalkeeper that's number one choice. 10 subs? Oh, yeah, have all the goalkeepers on the bench. We've got 10 subs, lads. Okay. So that's the match rules. So a squad registration, a maximum of 14 foreign players. God, a minimum of 4 players trained at the club. So that's homegrown. Yeah, that's homegrown nation. Maximum of 3 goal. What? If I want 4 goalkeepers, I should be allowed 4 goalkeepers. 28 players. Yep. Prize money per... We get prize money per win. We got 386 grand per win. Like, this is the league I'm looking at, isn't it? It is. Fucking A, lads. All right. And 5 million quid for winning the league. Oh, that drops off quite big, though. So fifth, we're looking at 4th, 5th place, so $1 million quid-ish. Top team qualifies for the Champions League 3rd qualifying. 2nd qualifies the Champions League best place 2nd qualifying. So 2 Champions League possible spots. Europa League 3rd qualifying and 4th and 5th 2nd qualifying. Depending on the winner of the Turkey Kupasi. Okay. Minimum stadium capacity 10,000. Actually, let's have a look at our facilities. So we are renting even, the Inunu Sport Kompleski. Okay, it's 180 grand a year, which is 1 draw. Prize money, plus 7%, that's quite high, plus 7% of game receipts, 41,000. It's a new stadium. It's owned by the local council. It's a glass synthetic mix. We've got good trainings. Adequate junior coaching, fairly... Okay, we need to fix that. Okay, let's do that while we're... First day on the job, ask for shit. Always goes well. I'd like you to improve the youth recruitment, please. I know I've not been very long, but I've noticed problems. All right? Don't start me off, owners. I'll quit. Our key player is the guy that's on loan, which is not ideal. Let's have a look at our team report. Have impressed going forward against the 4-4-1-1. Yeah. The team in general are impressive dribblers and often threaten when running with the ball. Alex Imperial is the best 7 players in... You've got 7 players that can play attacker mid. The position I hate the most. Great. The team in general are capable of shooting from long range. Team in general, high level of composure. We've got 7 players that can play centre mid. 3 players play right back. Got some good youngsters. Got wages. Good at crossing. That's good because I'm thinking we're going to change it up. Might go 4-4-2. Impressive markers. Strong in the tackle. High level positioning. Impressive first touch. Good corners. High level of balance. Best scout. Have one of the best scouting teams. Okay, what are we shit at then? Yeah, that's tactic stuff. Okay, left back, lack depth. Centre back. So, defence. Not great in the air. Yeah, not great in the air. Low levels of aggression and commitment in the squad right now. Okay. Pass completion's a bit shit and tit. It's a bit shit and tit. Let's have a quick look at the squad then. So there's our local lad, goalkeeper. So goalkeeper straight away seems to be an issue. Okay. We've got Burak Aksu and Vic Lemons. And is he a centre-back? It's good hair. Solid. Like poor man's Fellaini. Yep. Ball-playing defender. Like it. Okay. Maybe one more centre-back with all this money. I wouldn't mind going big on a Turkish goalkeeper. I don't think I've ever said that sentence out loud, but that's cool. That would be quite useful. I think Lofgren might slot in lovely. Might be a bit out of his depth. At right back, apparently we've got good strength. Oh, we've got 2 local lads as well. That's good. Solid defensively, bit ropey going forward. We've got Mohamed Sarakaya, who's probably a better all-rounder. Okay, and we got Zampano, who's another right centre-back. He's 33 years old. He's on 11 grand a week. Somebody maybe we could look to cull. We've got Max Lowe and Umat Meraz. Max Lowe didn't look too bad when we looked at him. He looks like a really solid all-rounder, so that's not too bad. What's our main goalkeeper? Pretty good. Good at one-on-ones. Rushing out's not too bad as well, so could play as a sweeper keeper if needed. Ignacy Valarasi is a left mid. Can he play left back? He can. Pretty versatile. Quite like that. Good for the old Benjic. Then we've got Dorokan Tokos, our first central midfielder. He's more defensive, but can pass the ball as well. Solid ball-winning midfielder, though. Really brave. Teamwork, work rate, tackling. Okay, I like him. I like him a lot. Don't know, big old team, isn't it? Then we've got Barat Ozdemir, who is our playmaker. The game knows me, doesn't it? Love a playmaker, and he's a very good all-round player. 31 caps for Turkey. Okay, he's going to be important. He's on 49 grand a week. Ali Bekwaj. That's what I think of him. Youssef Bayram. Is he another local lad for the sake of having a local lad in the team? It looks a little bit like. Ferdi Karoglu. He's a Dutch player and he's a central mid, number 10. Can play on the right. He's right-footed. Runs with the ball down the right, moves into channels. So he does but he runs with the ball down the right, moves into channels, but then cuts inside. Crossing's okay. Decent amount of pace. Could be played as a winger. Off ball's 15. Technique is 14. Okay. Yep. Alex Imperial. He's could be a really good striker, apart from the fact he can't finish shit. He's only 22, though. We've only got him on loan, haven't we? So we don't have to worry too much about him. Korkmaz. Oh, a young wonder kid. Important. I'm thinking we're not going to play with the number 10, but could be playmaker material. Teamwork's a little bit low, but his vision's fantastic. First touch is good. Passing's okay. Yeah, okay. I'm going to call him Korkmaz forever now. Emre Moore is a left... If we're talking left winger material, solid. Jose Arniel, he's the unhappy one, isn't he? Okay, right winger backup, looks to me. Orterio, 2-footed. Oh, he's happy, isn't he? Look, he's 106 caps for Venezuela. Decent. Oh, is it Leeds? Leeds. He's been around a bit. but he's okay. Nothing exceptional. Stupid hair. Striker. First touch 9. That's sort of the first thing that jumps out to me. His finishing's okay. He's all right. Yeah, can't. If we're playing, if I'm thinking 4-4-2, he's not good enough to be a winger. As a striker, he's all right. What's his heading like? He's a big lad, 6'2", 15 jumping, 15 heading. That might be a thing. Brian Brobbery. I feel like I sound like Roy Hodgson just saying his name. Brian Brobbery. Oh, hello, Target Man. Do we go Target Man? I haven't used a Target Man in ages. Decent. Rafa Mur. Who's got amazing crossing. Could be a useful backup because he's somebody we could have on the bench as a striker, as a right winger. And then we've got Guvan Yalcin. Oh, that highlight. What have you done there? What have you done? I can't get away from that. Might have just sell him. Oh, no, he's local. Keep him. Solid striker option. Okay. Who are they playing? Are they going Brian Brobbery up front? This guy is scoring a bunch. Okay. Brian Brobbery, though. I like this kid. I like this guy. We don't own him, unfortunately. Then under 23s. Well, I'll take a closer look at these off video, but nobody's star rating is jumping out. Is he requested to leave? Okay. Don't want to jump out and just sell youngsters. They might prove very important. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Okay, you're in the first team, mate. Get in there. And Yetkin. I'm going to put him in the first team because I want to do some mentoring and stuff like that. Arifakar. Nah, it's only 16. We can leave him there for the time being. Okay, so I think if we can get a Turkish goalkeeper that's not ancient, that could fix all our problems because we've got to have a local as well. And another centre-back. I think everything else it doesn't need like a massive makeover. I don't think it needs a complete rebuild. What's the sort of age range? We got like 7, 8 players over 30, which is not ideal. None of them are that good though, to be honest. So this might be something we do at the end of the season. We start culling a few of the oldies off. But first thing we have to do is we've got to scout our old team. I always find this really interesting to see what that is like compared to our current team. So head over there. I really want to sign that striker because I think he could be really good. The one we just signed, this Darko. I think he's an absolute monster. I wonder how much we'd have to pay. We've only just signed him, so it'll be the end of the season stuff. But that'll be very interesting. Lofgren. So we don't need the playmakers. So Vaca is out. And the Barry Gamble and stuff are more inside forwards than out-and-out strikers. So I wouldn't mind Yorhol because he's just really good. But also Lofgren might be perfect experienced player to bring in because he's just overperformed like every season. Look how amazing he's been and consistent, and he'd be an okay tutor as well. Oh, lots to think about and lots to do. When are we actually playing your first game of football? Oh, it's a winter fucking break. Of course it is. Actually, that's quite handy. We'll come back. I think we got to see the team in action. So next episode, I won't bother with any transfers because we've only got a few days. So we'll come back and play a second leg of the Turkish Kupası 5th round. And then we'll come back for the Alansaspor. Yeah, that's definitely how it's pronounced. And then that gives us like 3-4 weeks to do transfer business. It actually works out really nice. Really nice. We're where we should be. They expect us to finish 5th. We are 5th, which is good news. We're 14 points off top. So it's going to be tricky. Who the fuck are Goatstep? Goztep. Like, my knowledge of Turkish football is very limited. I know, like, Fenerbahce, Galatasaray, and Besiktas, and Bursaspor, and Trabzonspor. They love a spore, don't they? Love a spore. That's what we've discovered so far. But who the fuck are these dudes? Have they got a different name that I would know them by? Let me know. Let's just have a quick look just to see who's... So we won the league 4 years ago. But then Fenerbahce have been there. So these guys are kind of new on the block. They've not won it. Ever. So they're just having the season of their lives. So we've always been there or thereabouts. So we finished 3rd the last couple of seasons. Just had a bad start to the season, it looks like. Right, there we go, my friends. What do you reckon? I'm very excited. Very excited. I love this bit of the game when we've got £17 million to spend. And wages. We don't have anybody we can massively cash in on. Like this guy. He's on 44 grand. He's good. No wonder he's happy. He's on 44 grand a week. His contract does run out at the end of the season then, so we might just let that... Just maybe let him go. How many contracts? Quite a lot of contracts. He's on loan. He's that youngster. This guy... This guy's out on loan. Can we... No wonder... We only have one left back, don't we? Okay, we'll recall this guy. No wonder the last manager got sacked. He's running out. He's that 31-year-old. Okay, well, that's fine. So what... Also, the first thing I'll do often... Because homegrown's important, we are literally just going to scout all the national teams. Because it would be very, very important to keep... And obviously, because that's the same rule for all the clubs in the league, everybody's going to... This might be optimistic, this scout. It might be important that we're going to be fighting it out with a lot of other teams. How's this guy in the senior squad and he's worth 58 grand? Not bad, is he? Who is... Like, I don't mind spending a bit of money. Oh, he's 32. Like Berkey, 26 years old, coming into his prime. It's a lot of money, but as Fenerbahce, he probably won't want to leave. But we'll scout him and see how we get on. Right, there we go, my friends. Let me know what you think. I'm sorry if you did want me to go Lazio or Frankfurt. There's still time for all that sort of stuff. I think we spend a season and a half here, unless we get sacked, obviously. Season and a half here. See if we can... We just see how much we're enjoying it and all that sort of good stuff as usual. I think this is a nice club to be. First real team where we've had money to spend from the off and some high wages and stuff. It's our first sort of go at this. All the other clubs have been kind of small budgets, trying to make some money for the club, get them, richer and stuff. Now this is a sort of bigger club. And I think if we can prove ourselves here, then we start looking for top jobs next time out. I think if we have a good couple of seasons here, and I think we'll be ready for the big time. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.